Hi, it's Hope and welcome to the vlog. I'm gonna apologize for starting this vlog out with wet hair and in my pajamas. This is what you're getting at this point. But this is my reading vlog from, it technically should have been Sunday, May 29th through Saturday, June 4th. But it is Monday, May 30th when I'm starting this at about 9 p.m. And that is solely because yesterday I was busy doing schoolwork and then my friend came over and she stayed overnight and then she left this afternoon, and then I was doing more schoolwork and I just did not have the energy to vlog, honestly. I don't really have the energy to vlog right now, but I figured at least open this vlog, because once I open the vlog then I have a little bit more motivation to do it. So I have two books that are like my main focuses for this week, or more like today and tomorrow. But the first book is Flashfire by T.J. Klune, and this I'm currently 247 pages into it. And this is the sequel to The Extraordinaries by T.J. Klune, which essentially in that we follow Nick, who is a fanfic writer for Extraordinaries. Extraordinaries are basically humans with superpowers, so superheroes. And he writes a fan fiction about these two like superheroes of Pyrostorm and Shadowstar, and he is like obsessed with them and wants to know who they are. And yeah, that is the brief premise I can say about the first one. This one continues about 6 months later, I think-ish. 4 months later, 6 months later. It takes place like there's like a decently sized time jump. And I'm really enjoying this. This honestly might be a 5-star read just because of how hilarious it is and just how much it has made me laugh. And yeah, I'm listening to this, the audiobook and the physical book, both which are borrowed from my library, although I will be buying myself a copy of this book and the first book whenever I can actually afford it, and when I have more space on my shelves as they're overflowing. That's besides the point. But I'm enjoying this. I'm hoping to have this finished tomorrow, before June starts. But I should not go to the back because I forgot there's the end thing. But I still have like 130 pages, which is possible depending on how fast I can get all my schoolwork stuff done tomorrow. Because we are in like the final like 3-ish weeks. I think there's 16 days of school left. 15, because that was counted today. So like 3 weeks worth of school. Yep, school left. So kind of in the final of schoolwork is my main priority. And then I also have Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover, which essentially in this we follow Kenna, who has just gotten out of prison. She's been in prison for the last 5 years after she made a huge mistake that led to the death of her boyfriend at the time, Scotty. And then we are also following Ledger, who is Scotty's best friend, and the basic premise is Kenna just got out of prison, and Scotty's parents have been raising Kenna and Scotty's child that was born while Kenna was in prison. And it is Kenna and Ledger meeting, and then Kenna just really wanting to be in her daughter's life, and the grandparents not wanting it, and Ledger kind of being the middleman of like, he's been a part of Kenna's daughter's life and wants Kenna to be a part of her daughter's life, but also doesn't at the same time because of what happened. And that is honestly kind of probably slightly spoilery, but I am too exhausted at this point. I need to get that finished. I need to get Reminders of Him finished tonight, because on Saturday I'm hosting a live show for Crave by Tracy Wolf, and I haven't even started that book yet, and it's like 500 pages. I'm a little nervous about that, if I'm going to get it finished by the time. I will get it finished, but I also just have anxiety that I'm like, I'm not going to get it finished, and I'm going to be like, yeah, I know I'm hosting this, but I'm only halfway through. That is life right now. yeah, that's a basic update, I guess. So yeah, I will probably see you in the morning because I am not going to be vlogging any. I'm not going to be vlogging anymore tonight. Okay, so it is 4:50 on Tuesday, and I didn't pick up the camera since last night, but I did end up finishing Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover, and I gave it 5 stars because it just broke my heart. Yes, it took me like a week and a half to read because I kind of took like a week off from reading it and kind of just went, I don't want to read it. But I still loved it. It broke my heart. I literally probably cried for about 4 chapters straight. I am not joking. I probably spent about 20 minutes just because I was reading it on my phone, so just holding my phone and just being like, it's just so, and then as soon as I would stop crying, a character would do something or say something, and I'd be like, and here they are again. Like, I literally had to go find my tissue box because I was crying that much. I think it's my second favorite Colleen Hoover book. I do still think It Ends With Us is my favorite, but like Reminders of Him is like this is It Ends With Us, this is like Reminders of Him, then Ugly Love, and then November 9. Those are the ones that I've read, but I probably will be reading another one. I have one on my TBR. My more like, I'd like to get it read this month in June. Words are hard. But today I did some schoolwork. I am currently trying to read a little bit more of Flashfire. The Whatever-a-thon kickoff sprints are currently going on, so I probably will use the Whatever-a-thon kickoff sprints to finish Flashfire, but I won't obviously count this for Whatever-a-thon because like it's still the 31st where I am, but I will be starting my first June read tonight because it's June 1st somewhere. So we're counting it that way. I'm about to hop on StreamYard with my friend Morgan to do some reading together, chatting. I also need to film my wrap-up, but I need to finish this so I can put it on my spreadsheet and count these stats into May. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Brain all over the place. Are we surprised? Not really. Okay, as you saw in the last clip, I was reading Flashfire and I finished it. I gave it 5 stars. It was really good. It was very funny, very, I guess wholesome wouldn't be the word, but it was just very like, the energy that I received from this book was very like hyper and very like all over the place, and it's hard to describe my feelings because it is 2 in the morning, but I finished this book about 8 o'clock. We'll get to why, but this is a 5 star. I absolutely loved it. I am really hoping that I can afford to, first of all, buy these books for myself because I love them. I will 100% be rereading them in the future, like this, the first one, and then the 3rd book, which isn't out yet. It comes out July 19th. I'm gonna go with that date. I could be wrong, but I just like this. The ending, no, the final sentence had my jaw dropping and literally like just like like that's literally what I was telling my friend Morgan, who I was on StreamYard with, and their reaction was just like, that makes sense. Of just how I couldn't put into words how I felt. But yeah, I didn't end up filming my wrap up like I said I was, or at least I think I said I was going to do that, because me and Morgan got distracted with a bunch of other things, and we somehow ended up at 1 a.m. talking about like platypi, and then we ended up watching sea otters on like a live cam, as well as pandas, sloths, penguins, and then we tried to look at some platypi on like a live, and they decided they didn't want to show up. So yeah, that's what kind of happens when you put me and Morgan together, is we stay up obscenely late and do the weirdest things possible. Yep, we need to get better, but also it was fun, so what's really the harm? And that also kind of explains my energy being low, hair being a mess, and yeah. I was supposed to start Crave. Did that happen? Absolutely not. But I will update you tomorrow sometime whenever I actually read. I do have my next physical book picked out, but I will save that for the morning, as I am too tired to explain it. That is the main reason why I'm just going to explain it in the morning. Okay, so it is 2:30 on Wednesday, and I haven't really done that much, but two huge things happened today. One, I would say, is more huge than the other. First one is Johnny Depp won the trial. If you do not know, I've been low-key kind of following the whole Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard thing. Johnny won, which literally, I was in a group chat with friends, and we were all just like, come on, hurry up, hurry up. That happened. And then also this morning, the casting for Red, White, and Royal Blue, which I actually have the book right here because I'm going to be reading it in June, but the casting for the movie adaptation of this book came out, and I don't know how I feel about the casting, because like I like it, but I don't love it, and I don't know, it's just like, yeah, the casting's good, it could have been better. I'm still gonna watch the movie because like Red, White, and Royal Blue is one of my favorite books, so I'm kind of gonna watch it whenever it comes out. I definitely did not expect to wake up this morning, turn to like open my phone to Twitter, and like just scroll, like the second thing was like announcement. I was like, huh, what? Huh? I'm not even awake yet. So that definitely woke me up this morning. It seems like I always just wake up and there'll be a random casting announcement for something. Not always, but it seems like I'm never like prepared for casting things. It's always like, oh yeah, by the way, here's the casting thing, and I'm like, huh? But I am excited for that movie. That is kind of like a whole thing. I could probably sit and talk for like a good 10 minutes on why I equally like the cast and equally dislike the casting. But we're not going to, because that's not the thing. But I will sometime today hopefully be starting The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. I don't know much about this, so I'll read the back. When each summer begins, Belly leaves her school life behind and escapes to Cousins Beach, the place she has spent every summer of her life. Not only does the beach house mean home away from home, but her favorite people are there. Susanna, her mother's best friend, and her sons Conrad and Jeremiah. Belly has been chasing Conrad for as long as she can remember, and more than anything, she hopes this summer will be different. Despite distractions from a new guy Cam and lingering looks from Conrad's brother Jeremiah, Belly's heart belongs to Conrad. Will he offer it to her? Will it be the summer that changed anything? Changes everything. Words don't speak. But I'm buddy reading this with a few friends because is it a TV show on Amazon? I think maybe is coming out later this month. I think the trailer just came out this past week, and I kind of like got sucked into reading it with them. I voluntarily chose to, but I mean, it'll be a quick, easy, like contemporary, like summer read, and it's about to be summer soon, so I feel like this is like perfect timing. But yeah, I also need to film my wrap up today, and I was supposed to upload it today, but I'm allowing myself to, if I need to, push like uploading videos by a day or so for my own sake. So yeah, that needs to be done, but I'll keep you updated when I actually read anything, because I haven't read anything since the last time I talked. Okay, so last night I didn't update, but I got 80 pages into this summer I turned pretty, and it's not bad, it's not good, it's just a book. That's kind of my only thoughts. I ended up finishing Stranger Things season 4, and I need the last 2 episodes of the season like now, because that ending, well, damn. All I know is I kind of guessed it. That's all I can say. If you know what I guessed, you know what I guessed. I guessed that a certain person was a certain thing. And then yesterday I was kind of feeling a little bit crappy, and today I woke up feeling like absolute shit. And then I was like, this whole sickness feels a little bit different than what I've had. So I took a COVID test, and I'm positive. I have made it the entire freaking time without getting it. I didn't even get it when my dad had COVID back in April. He tested positive, and I didn't catch it. And I was constantly testing myself. And now, yeah. So, that makes sense why I feel like absolute shit. And the worst thing is with the way I sound, I have to film an announcement video for a read-along that I'm hosting. And I have a live show on Saturday. So I'm really hoping I don't sound as sick as I do now. Or else, well, we're just gonna be sick. So yeah, that's a little update. I have COVID. I never thought I would say that, but I just, like, I took the test because I was paranoid. I was like, is it just a cold, or is it COVID, or, like, because this isn't some, it, like, doesn't feel exactly like what I've had before with colds or flus, and turns out it's COVID, so that is great. At least one thing that is good is I rarely leave my room, so that is a good thing, because I can just keep on doing that and then just wear a mask whenever I leave the room to go to, like, the bathroom or the kitchen, and I have to sneeze. It hurts to cough, it hurts to sneeze. I just sneezed and it freaking hurts. It burns my throat. So if I don't vlog much over the next few days, you now know why, is I feel like death. And, yeah, but I'm still gonna be reading, doing schoolwork, and I need to actually edit a video that should go up today. It should have gone up yesterday, but I didn't film it until yesterday, so oops. But yeah. I will be having fun over the next few days. That's a total joke. Okay, so a little update is now 8:48. I still feel like shit. I took a nap this afternoon. That is how you can tell I'm sick, is I only ever take naps when I am sick. It doesn't matter how exhausted I am throughout the day, I will not take a nap unless I am sick. So yeah, that proves I'm sick. But I also started Crave by Tracy Wolf, which essentially we follow Grace, who ends up, after her parents die, she ends up having to attend this academy that her uncle runs in rural Alaska. And there's more to this academy than Grace knows, as these students are supernatural creatures, and that's all I know really about it. I'm 16% into it so far, and I'm liking it. I do have to really quickly finish this though, because I am hosting a live for it on Saturday, so in literally 2 days. But this does definitely feel like a book that is easy to read, and I am listening to the audiobook because, like, my eyes are, like, I blame being sick of, like, I feel tired, so my eyes are just kind of almost like I can't read with my eyes really. So audiobook for the win. I mean, I've been kind of reading along with it a little bit on on my phone, because I have the ebook from my library, because originally I was just gonna read the ebook. So I've been kind of skimming through it with that, but I know I would not be able to read an almost 600-page book with my eyes in the next 2 days. That is not gonna happen. I am 100% sure on that. But yeah, that is a little update. I mentioned this earlier, but filming an announcement video. That is being pushed. We're pushing the announcement. Pushing the announcement a few days so that I'm not sick as crap. Like, I'm not really sick while filming. Because I want to be able to do my best with that announcement video because it's something I'm so excited for. The announcement would be going up in 2 days after this vlog goes up. But I'm probably going to crawl into bed and maybe watch some TV because my brain is starting to, like, not be able to process even listening. So I might, like, watch some TV and then see if I do have the energy to continue reading later or not. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at today. Okay, so it's actually Saturday. Yesterday, I just didn't feel like vlogging. I ended up joining my friend Morgan's sprints. If you've been on my channel the last, like, month, you know who I'm talking about. But I did manage to finish The Summer I Turned Pretty yesterday. I don't know why I still have the bookmark in. I finished it, and I'm giving it 3 stars. It was just meh. Our main character of Belly was, like, definitely, like, a pick-me girl, and was, like, pick-me girl / like, I'm not like other girls, and was really annoying. And honestly, I feel like she didn't deserve anybody. She was that annoying. Am I gonna continue the series? More than likely. Just mainly to see how annoying these characters can be in the next book. But yeah, I will definitely be probably getting rid of my copy of the book because I'm never gonna reread it. It also only cost me $1, so I'm, like, not that mad to be probably unhauling it. And then that's mainly all I did yesterday was read This Summer I Turned Pretty. I did also read up to 26% of Crave. Originally the live show was supposed to be today, but everybody in the chat basically mutually agreed that we're gonna do it next Friday, June 10th instead, which I'm okay with that because that gives me time to read it and also read it when I'm not feeling like absolute shit. And then I will be starting another book because me only having a couple books started, that rarely happens. I'm totally joking. I'm going to be starting If This Gets Out by Sophie Gonzalez and Cale Dietrich. This is a reread for me. I read this back in November, so I can, but I'm doing a buddy read with my friend Reese. And this, essentially, we follow Zach and Ruben. They're in a boy band called Saturday, and they're about to do their first, like European tour, and, like, with the band, and there are, like, feelings that end up getting developed, and then it's the two of them ending up being in a relationship and having to navigate coming out to their bandmates, their management, and then eventually the world. And I love this book. It was I think, number 3 on my top 10 books of last year. I loved it to bits and pieces, and I'm so excited to be rereading it. I think I'm going to be listening to the audiobook and reading along with it with, like, the ebook. But yeah, I'm really excited to be rereading it because I love the characters so much. I love the plot. I just loved everything about it. So yeah, and sometimes when you're sick, you just need to like a reread, something comforting. Knowing me, I'll also probably be starting another physical book tonight too. I'm just not sure exactly which one. Okay, so it's 10:14 and I'm ending this vlog here. I ended up listening to 33% of If This Gets Out by Sophie Gonzalez and Cale Dietrich, and I've read it before and I knew I was gonna love it, but honestly listening to it is like a whole different experience because, like, I'm sitting here, I'm knowing what's happening, but I'm also just kind of like freaking out with the game because I'm like, oh my god, this is happening, yada yada yada. But listening to it is like a whole different experience because I don't even know how to describe it, but, like, it just feels like a whole different experience. And I'm trying to figure out how to describe it, but I don't know how, and that's frustrating me. But I think I honestly, like, reading it, the audiobook is making me, like, not like it more because I already love it, but, like, it's keeping it on that loving level, if that makes any sense at all. That's all I've read today. I kind of watched some sprints. My friend Alicia did some sprints, and then I jumped on StreamYard with my friends Morgan and Sam, and we just kind of like hung out for a little bit. I spent almost $140 on a book box for the Off for the Game set of like merch. Like it's like a bunch of merch for that series. I kind of bought that. We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it. Nope, we're not gonna talk about it. My wallet is already screaming, and that is only one of the $100 and some purchases I'm doing this month. We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it. But I'm gonna end this vlog here. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm honestly surprised I even vlogged at all once I found out I had COVID. I still feel like crap. I literally just had to cut out a cough. That's how I'm still feeling, is I'm coughing, sneezing. My runny nose went away. Yesterday I had a runny nose. My runny nose went away, which I'm calling that a win. I do feel like I'm still probably gonna have like feel whatever I'm feeling for still a few more days. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this vlog, and bye.